Hello, my friends. Mrs. Philip here. I have another story for you today, and this is about a special pumpkin. And you know what's really cool about this special pumpkin? Guess what? This pumpkin is not round. This is the story about Spookley, the square pumpkin. Look, he's shaped like a square. There's four sides. Let's count them. One, two, three, four. Did you ever see a square pumpkin? I've never met a square pumpkin. I can't wait to see what Spookley does. The Legend of Spookley the Square Pumpkin. One day in the pumpkin patch, the strangest little pumpkin hatched. Spookley wasn't like his friends. Where they had curves, he had ends. Spookley was different. He was odd, he was rare. Spookley the pumpkin wasn't round. He was shaped like a square. You're right. While the round pumpkins had fun rolling along, poor Spookley sat there shaped all wrong. He tried and tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge. He just sat tight. Look, how do you think he feels? I think he's sad too. He can't play with his friends. The other pumpkins teased him because he was square. Spookley wished he was round and could just roll anywhere. That is, until one night when they all discovered it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there are times it's better to be a square. Halloween was just a day away when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed the pumpkins to and fro. It snapped their vines and off they'd go, bouncing left and slamming right, banging, bashing, what a sight. Spookly sat there filled with fright, but glad to be a square that night. See, look, the pumpkins, their vines keep breaking off and they're rolling all over the place. Suddenly, the fence gave away. Three pumpkins rolled out and into the bay. Spookly knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered, he tottered, he tipped, and he tried. He finally flipped, and he was on his side. See, look, he flipped to his side right there. Again he tipped, again he flopped, again he flipped, and then, look, there he is. He stopped, right in the gap where the fence had snapped. He blocked the way, the hole was capped. All the pumpkins shouted, "Hooray!" Spookly the square pumpkin had saved the day. Then a pumpkin hit him with a whack. He thought his shell would surely crack. Then another one hit him with a thump, and another one with a smack. They all went bump. Then one by one, a ton of pumpkins piled on the stack, with a bang and a bash and a crunch and a crash, and then it all went black. Mm. Look, there's our farmer friend. At dawn, when the storm had stopped, the farmer came out and checked his crop. He picked his pumpkins up one by one and laid them out in the warm, dry sun. And when the last was moved away, the farmer could see what had saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was wedged against the broken fence. You're right, it was Spookly. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too, but there was brave little Spookly sitting straight and strong and true. Right then and there the farmer knew, of all the seeds he'd ever sown, Spooklies were the most special that had ever grown. And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds in every row. He watched and weeded, and he watched them grow. And oh, that morning about mid-June, when the pumpkin patch began to bloom, there were tiny pumpkins everywhere, hundreds and hundreds, most of them square. Look, do you see all those square pumpkins? See, look, they're all shaped like squares. But, oh my goodness, some were cubes and some rectangular. Some were flat and some triangular. There was a bed of bright red ones, 2 rows of blue. There were polka dot pumpkins and rainbow pumpkins too. There were thousands of colors and hundreds of shapes. What a garden variety makes. Now, every year on Halloween, Spookley's patch is quite a scene. People come from far and near to see what wonders grew that year. They stop, they gawk, they gaze, and they stare. Then they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or perfectly square. Now you know the story of how Spookley grew. Maybe someday, if you tell someone too, that someone you tell might go tell another, and maybe they will all discover you can't judge a book or a pumpkin by its cover. Great job. Did you like that story, my friends? So Spookley was a square pumpkin. Did you ever find a square pumpkin? Not me. Can you find something for me that looks like a square? Go ahead. I want you to find it, take a picture, and put it up on our seesaw, okay? All right, my friends, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.